Meet the finalist, likely to be the next president of the University of Vermont, Suresh Garamella, who earned his PhD in mechanical engineering at Berkeley, now a professor and vice president in charge of research at Purdue, the public Indiana school 4 times the size of UVM.
I have been at public research institutions all my time, and so I think what I would bring to UVM is those experiences.
And a track record of identifying efficiencies. He says he'd aim to avoid tuition hikes, as Purdue has done.
An ever-increasing tuition, whether for in-state or out-of-state, is not particularly sustainable.
UVM had 90 applicants for the president's post. They narrowed the field to 10. Garamella is the lone finalist invited to campus for public introductions. That's a change for UVM, and some on the faculty don't like it.
I have no information about who the other finalists were or what the process was, because everything was done in executive session and committee meetings.
That just means that the university is going to have more of an excuse to cut faculty and to cut programs.
On campus Thursday, a group of students and faculty expressed those feelings at a noontime rally. But trustees say it's more and more common at U.S. universities to conduct those searches in private because candidates insist on it. And UVM search committee, they say, was broad.
We had representation from a large group of faculty, and we included their input in our decision-making every step of the way.
Garamella says he was fine with however UVM conducted its search, now hoping to win the post, forging new partnerships with donors, with foundations and government research, and with the people of Vermont.
I can tell you that I will do all I can to engage better with the state, engage more deeply with the state. I used to lead the Office of Engagement at Purdue, and I really enjoy getting out into the state, getting to meet people. You'll see me do a lot of that.
Oh, and about those long Vermont winters.
I've lived in many places in the country. If anything, the geography and the place is a great attraction. Burlington's just a beautiful place.
UVM trustees will meet tomorrow to hear feedback from Dr. Garamella's on-campus meetings, but the board chair told NBC5 today it is, quote, quite likely he'll be offered the job. He would succeed President Tom Sullivan, who is stepping down after 7 years as president this summer.